Let us begin without comfort, because comfort is precisely the problem. If you are looking for a speech that makes you feel better about your life, close this now. But if you are looking for words that will disturb you, linger in your mind, and refuse to let you return unchanged, then stay. Human beings do not collapse suddenly. They decay slowly. They decay through postponement, through justification, through silent agreements with what they know is wrong. And then they rename this surrender realism. Nietzsche was never interested in saving humanity. He was interested in exposing it. He understood something most people desperately avoid. A human being without inner discipline will spend his entire life under external control. Law, routine, fear, social expectation, the quiet tyranny of habit. All of these rush in to replace what is missing. Self-sovereignty, inner discipline, in Nietzsche's philosophy, is not a routine, not a schedule, not a productivity system. It is the capacity to command yourself when nothing compels you to obey. And this is precisely where most people fail. Modern man believes he is free because no one gives him orders. Nietzsche saw the deeper truth. This man does not need orders because he is obedient to impulse, to appetite, to fear, to the craving for approval. This is the most dangerous form of slavery. To be ruled and call it freedom. Inner discipline does not mean doing what you enjoy consistently. That requires no strength. It means doing what you resist consciously, because you understand that resistance is often the signal of necessity. Nietzsche despised motivation, not because it is useless, but because it is unreliable. Motivation depends on mood, on emotion, on circumstances aligning politely. Discipline depends on decision, a decision made once and enforced daily, without negotiation. The strong individual, Nietzsche believed, is not the one who conquers others, but the one who does not debate himself. Every time duty appears, let us be brutally clear. You do not lack knowledge. You lack authority over yourself. There are people who know exactly what time they should wake up, what habits they should abandon, what distractions are destroying them. And yet, every day, they choose tomorrow. This person is not ignorant. He is not stupid. He is not unlucky. He is internally ungoverned. Nietzsche would say, this is a human being who has not yet been born, because real birth does not occur when the body enters the world, but when the individual imposes his first uncompromising command upon himself and obeys it despite resistance. This is the beginning of inner discipline. Nietzsche rejected the idea that humans are rational creatures. He saw them as rationalizing creatures. We do what we desire, then use intellect to explain why we had no choice. Discipline, therefore, is not a matter of understanding, but of hierarchy. Who rules within you? Is it purpose or comfort? Is it vision or fear? Is it principle or the desire to be liked? The undisciplined individual is not necessarily chaotic externally. He may appear functional, polite, productive, but internally, he has no center. Everything is reaction. He moves when pushed, stops when tired, and surrenders when the path demands endurance. Nietzsche would not call this evil. He would call it unfinished. Inner discipline is not cruelty. It is endurance. Endurance without applause. Endurance without witnesses. Endurance without guarantees. This is why disciplined individuals are rare. Human beings crave recognition. They want to be seen, praised, validated. But discipline grows in darkness. Nietzsche rejected motivation because motivation promises reward. Discipline demands action, even when reward is uncertain or absent. To say, I will do this, even if it leads nowhere. This is where most people collapse. They move only when outcomes are guaranteed. They commit only when success is visible. This is the psychology of servitude. The free individual builds himself because he has chosen to become a certain kind of being. Now let us speak more harshly. Most of what you call exhaustion is not exhaustion. It is internal resistance against becoming someone you are not accustomed to being. Habit is stronger than desire. This is why discipline is not behavioral change. It is existential rupture. A rupture with avoidance. A rupture with delay, a rupture with unconscious living. Nietzsche understood pain, not as sacred, but as necessary. Nothing is shaped without friction. No character is formed without resistance. Those who flee pain, flee formation. Here comes the statement few tolerate. If you cannot be strict with yourself, the world will be merciless with you. If you do not impose boundaries, your boundaries will be violated. If you do not organize your inner chaos, you will spend your life living under the chaos of others. Inner discipline means being ruthless with your weakness, not with people. It means denying yourself what corrodes you, even when you love it. It means forcing yourself toward what saves you, even when you hate it. Nietzsche was not romantic. He was precise. He knew there are only two states of being. You either govern yourself or you are governed. There is no third condition. If you feel the weight of these words now, that is not failure. That is recognition. True understanding is uncomfortable because it brings responsibility, and responsibility is what modern man avoids above all else. Here is the loop you must understand. Discipline is not a destination. It is a permanent stance, not an achievement, but a daily confrontation. Every day you fail to renew it, you regress. This is why this message is not consumed once. It is returned to whenever you weaken, whenever you negotiate, whenever you forget why you chose difficulty over decay. If you are still here, it is because something in you recognizes necessity. This channel is not entertainment. It is reconstruction. Subscribe and follow the Nietzsche series on this channel, because this path cannot be walked in a single video, nor by a mind that seeks comfort. Remember this clearly. Those who do not impose discipline upon themselves consciously will live their entire lives disciplined by fear, habit, and the expectations of others. Nietzsche would call that the quietest form of slavery.